just a really good, very solid, easy to ride trail bike, and cracking price. Classic old school downhill trail.
My name's Guy Kesteven. I've been a professional mountain bike and kit testing for nearly 25 years. Today I'm on the Ardmore's Enduro lead marshal on the Focus Jam 6.9. So let's get the admin out of the way first. 150mm travel, both ends, all alloy frame, fold suspension at the rear. Focus's triple linkage setup, but it's actually a single pivot. What that means is you've got super stiff single piece back end and it's massively broad. You can probably see it. The girth of that top tube is huge. Properly precise bike. Comes with Fox 36, just the basic one. Performance, that's fine by me. Big fan of a grip damper, and I thought I'd drop the chain there, but no. So I've got a nice little E13 chain device, because this is deliberately designed to be a properly hench, do whatever you want, fun bike. All in love? Yay! Send it live! I love the way this is backing it in. 2.5 max grip front. Again, just classic, grippier up front, bit more speed at the back, but still, you know, triple compound, and it's an XO Plus at the rear as well. Geometry, you've got 65-degree head in the low position, 76-degree seat angle, and then 480mm reach on this for 37mm BB height, for 40mm chainstay, and then 50mm stem, 780mm bar. So, and then totally sorted in terms of basic numbers. Just to know, these are event only courses. Do not try and ride these outside the event. You will end up in a whole world of trouble yourself, and more importantly, the event will end up in a whole world of trouble. So do not come up here poaching these trails. Get yourself entered for the 2022 event. It's absolutely belting.
And this is the second cheapest in the range. I like kit, but in terms of XT cranks, XT brakes, shifters, and rear mech, and it's a 200mm rotor on the brakes, so plenty of stopping power. It's a race face bar, and then this Focus CIS stem, which has this unique kind of up and over cable routing, so it comes up into the faceplate. Looks neat in terms of keeping all the cables out of the way, but it does mean if you have to fettle the headset, you've got to pull all the pipes out through the bearings, which is a massive pain. And their marketing slogan for it is release your inner child. So it's meant to be just like fun and playful. I wouldn't say it's the poppiest, whippiest, liveliest bike. I'd say it's more sorted, solid and predictable than giddy kiddie, but with that flip chip you can set it up what they call drifter mode, which, you know, I think anybody else would call it, whoa, offline there, mullet, if you did want to get it tweakier. The only thing I would say is it does need a lot of pressure in that long stroke rear shock. I think I'm running about 220, 230 psi. So while Focus have rated this, like I say, to 150 kilos in terms of system and rider weight, that does mean those guys are going to be running some serious pressures to make that work. Whoa, hello. This is just a inline can. I grabbed it to lift it over a fence after the last stage and it got proper hot. So shock is definitely working hard, and even with that large amount of pressure in the shock, it's still flowing through the travel fairly easily. So definitely consider putting a compression spacer
or two in there. The kinematic setup for a coil shock as well, and I know that's what Fabian Schultz, chief engineer, tends to run on his bike, but then he knows his onions because he's German national enduro champion. But he does do a very good job. This fold linkage of letting the bike roll through bigger hits. This is normally where I crash if you saw that Ribble video, but not yet. Here we go.
All good then.
Have fun. So, it's a bit of an experiment. I put the shock in firm on this run just to see if that holds it up in its travel anymore. It might not, because you know, obviously it's a low speed compression adjustment rather than high speed. But yeah, felt pretty good down there, but it's definitely more skittery, I can feel. But yeah, it makes it a bit more poppy, so that's an option if you're on more groomed swoopy scoopy trails. All right, which this is kind of, but yeah, unsurprisingly it does kick around more when you get into the braking holes, so I think I can feel it in my legs already, so I think this bike kind of suits being left fully open. You know, it's not a sharp and savage thinner. All right, cheers! You know, it is a big old bear of a bike, and really good, forgiving, easy and enjoyable to ride fast. Whatever your skill level, I think you're going to have a nicely pop through there, nice pop and skip through there. Give it that, and then drop it in, and then we'll just check travel. Oh, all right.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, you can see still used a chunk of travel there. And to be fair, it pedals well, even in fully open. And you've got that 76 degree seat angle in low to shove you forwards, but this weight is a chore. Hi, Raffy! Actually remember to gear down on that one this time. But I don't know if I've even mentioned it yet. The big thing about all this kind of strength and stiffness and that massively wide alloy frame is the fact that the whole bike weighs in at 1638 kilos, which is a lot. At least it does give you that sure-footed kind of unsprung weight ratio. All right, I've not weighed the wheels. It's a Focus rim with an Overtech hub. Haven't killed him yet, so that's a plus. 30mm wide, so decent support for that 2.5 front. And as long as you're not really trying to pop it and hop it, then it actually flows, brings its nose up, actually feels dynamically a lot lighter than you think for the overall mass of the bike. All right, yeah, just overall, it's just a really solidly predictable, comfortable, competent and confident way to get down a hill, even if you're gonna have to be pretty patient going up any hills or trying to get speed on the flat like this. Definitely takes some digging out. Not that bit better today.
Go on.
That's more than capable of taking the hits and taking seriously high levels of abuse, and cracking price for a shop built bike with this spec. Also, they know the market, you know, sister brand of Santa Cruz, so obviously a lot more affordable, but also just a bit less kind of specific and edgy. You know, these are bikes designed to look after people, not necessarily win World Cups.
Right, so that's the live ride done. It's just started peeing it down, that's why I'm inside the tent here. So I'll do a tech talk on this later, but I hope you've enjoyed the live ride review. Make sure you do watch that tech tip. Make sure you do watch the tech talk when it goes online. But just for now, thanks very much to Enduro Cycling for sponsoring the channel. Thanks to PTs, thanks to Crud, thanks to DMR, thanks to my Patreon supporters for pledging on a monthly basis. They get exclusive, extended, behind the scenes edits as a thank you, and all their stuff is ad-free as well. So if you really like what I'm doing with the channel, please consider pledging on a monthly basis to support creating videos like this. But click for notifications, click the subscription, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, tell your mates about the channel, and just generally try and spread the word. But for now, I've been Guy Kesterman on Guycast TV at the Ardmores Enduro, riding the Focus Jam 6.9.